Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle, but before we start that, if you look at the date that this is being published, or if your parents are yelling, "Honey, get your clothes on, we gotta go to Grandma's house to have Christmas dinner," obviously you know it's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas everybody, Happy Holidays to all of those who do not celebrate Christmas, which we of course have no problem with, but Merry Christmas to all, and to all hopefully have an excellent day and get lots of good presents that you asked for. So, this is going to be uploaded really early, so I'm hoping it'll show up in everyone's sub boxes, but I really wanted to put something out because I am going to be busy the next couple of days, and I feel really bad because I said I'd be playing Pokemon, and I'm not doing it. I'm just not playing, and I'm not very motivated, but luckily for you guys, that we have something saved up here, and it is against a person by the name of Mega Man 27. Now this guy was being one of those annoying, like, I am the best person in the world, and he was just being annoying in chat, so I'm like, okay, let's just shut him up and give him a battle. Because he's asking for battle, and he's like, oh, you look like you have a good team. I'm like, you have no idea what my team does. He goes, nope. So, this is a Trick Room team. You guys saw this if you watched my Creeper commentaries, which apparently did very well. I'm surprised. So, maybe we'll do that a little bit later. But this is a Trick Room team. I'm still playing around with it. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a couple of things on here that I just, it's so stupid. And it's recommended by Smogon. So, like, don't listen to them. But anyways, I have a Mega Mawile with Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, and Iron Head. I do not have Fire Fang, which sometimes limits me with killing, especially with something like Ferrothorn. Very much limits my kills. But, if I find that I just can't use Swords Dance, I might just switch it up to make it a all-out attacker. But we haven't figured that out yet. Right now, I have a Life Orb Cofagrigus. I am going to switch it up to a Leftovers Cofagrigus because I used to have Life Orb when I ran something different other than Tyranitar. But I've found that between the Life Orb and the Sandstorm damage is doing quite a bit to him, and it's just wearing him down way too quickly for what he's actually supposed to do. But of course, he has 0 speed IVs, max HP, max special attack. You actually notice that with all of my guys. All my guys are 0 speed EVs, or 0 speed IVs, except my Tyranitar, and they're all max HP, max whatever their respective stat is. That includes P2 over there, but he is the Life Orb Nasty Plot Trick Room set. Tyranitar is just a standard setup. I'm actually going to change this guy from Leftovers to Lumberry to stop the likes of Smeargle, because he's actually been doing super well against all the Focus Lead Sashes. Or Focus Lead Sashes, yeah. Focus Sash Leads, like Galvantula, like Smeargle, like Aerodactyl, stuff like that. It's been doing super well. Not Aerodactyl, I wouldn't work. Frostlass, that's what it is. It's been doing really well against them because people are like, oh, well, he knocked me down with my Sash, and they die to Sandstorm, and it really puts pressure on those leads, and it stops that strategy. I just want to give him a Lumberry in case they use Spore, because, you know, that'll screw him over even more than they might not expect it, who knows. This is a Mystic Water Azumarill. Smogon, what on earth are you doing suggesting this to people? Do not do this, people. Seriously, don't do Mystic Water. It's stupid. Run something better, please. I personally don't like it. If you find something that makes it super good, I don't care. Mine is basically a Choice Banded set with Mystic Water. Unless I'm doing it wrong, it sucks. I'm switching it up to Expert Belt at least. I wanted to make it banded, but I figured with Trick Room I should have as much flexibility as possible, especially since a lot of stuff runs around. I could just switch in on the Waterfall and be like, yeah, well, nothing. Or even Aqua Jet, but it's a Mystic Water Azumarill, which bites me in the butt, as you'll see. Porygon 2, which is the offensive Trick Room variant, with Bolt Beam, Recover, and Trick Room, and then Reuniclus, our good old-fashioned Life Orb, Magic Guard, Trick Room, Sweeping, fun stuff, Recover, just be annoying. So the goal of this is really to outspeed the current meta, like the whole meta is just like really fast guys, so I figured why not bring a Trick Room team and make people upset, and I've never really built a really solid Trick Room team, just kind of a part Trick Room team that supported like just bringing the Reuniclus would be what I've usually done, so figured try and make a Trick Room team, which is basically just you set up Trick Room and you do as much damage as possible. My opponent's team just looks annoying, and I'm going to tell you right now, he doesn't play it very well. He's got some really weird stuff that if he had switched it up, his team would be super strong. But anyways, in the ways it leads, I figured it's either going to be Ambipom or Gliscor if it has what is it, Protect or anything like that. So I'm actually just going to lead off with the... Why do I keep forgetting? I gotta really remember this. Tyranitar, right. So this is a good thing because now I can actually get some residual damage off on this. He's gonna go for the Fake Out. I can already take it. He gets a crit. Really doesn't matter. But I can threaten him with the superpower. I don't know if you'll see it coming or not. But he actually goes for the Brick Break, and I completely forgot about this. I thought he'd switch into Dusclops. I just go straight for the Crunch, which gets a lot of damage off on the Ambipom. But, I mean, I haven't fought Ambipom in a generation, so he goes for the Brick Break. I'm going to switch out, predicting him to either switch out, go for U-turn, or stuff like that. Cofagrigus is really nice against Megas, because it gets rid of their super buff, like, abilities when they touch him, so it gets rid of a lot of physical sweepers currently. He goes into Mega Gyarados, and this scared me, actually. He goes for the Dragon Dance. I'm like, okay, I'm a Cofagrigus with max HP. I can take a hit, and I can do a lot with HP fighting. Have you ever realized how bulky... Look at that! Holy jeez, I got max attack... Or, sorry, max special attack with... Quiet Nature, which is plus special attack nature, and a Life Orb. That does jack all. It's not even... It's a 3-hit KO. That's a lot of bulk that Gyarados gets. Regardless, his Mold Breaker is down, which really doesn't do a thing for me, but the cool thing is he is really low, so I can actually go into Buble, which is my Mystic Water Azumarill, and you're about to see why you don't do this. So I go for the Waterfall, it does jack all. Actually, it does a little bit to the Ferrothorn, but if I had Expert Belt, this would kill. I'm pretty sure this would kill, but because I don't, this is what Superpower does. It's actually a little pathetic, in my opinion, just because, you know, if you have Choice Bandit, that thing is destroyed. I don't know what he was actually running, but, regardless, it doesn't take it very well, but it should have taken even worse. So, I don't know. I switched it up to Expert Belt. I'm going to try that out. But anyways, I'm going to go into my Gel as he goes into Dusclops. Now, he goes for Confuse Ray, and this is a really weird Dusclops set. He goes for the Pain Split, which makes sense, and I'm just going to try and set up the Trick Room here, which actually breaks through Confusion and pull off, which is actually pretty cool. And he has Ice Punch. I'm guessing for other things like Gliscor that he can't touch? I don't know, but regardless, he's going to keep going for Pain Split, as I believe I just go for another Psyshock. I'm really just trying to pick this thing off, and as you can tell, it's a speed tie, and I win at this turn. I get a crit, which really doesn't matter, because I was doing the same amount anyways, but he's going to be taken down. That's pretty cool. Now he brings in the Ambipom. I'm just going to send in Mawile, because I still have the Intimidate, as he goes for the Fake Out. Does absolutely nothing, and now I Mega, which is not a big deal. I'm going to take a swig of water quickly. There we go. Here I could have Sucker Punched. I didn't think he would switch. I didn't think he would U-turn. I thought he'd just hard switch into Gyarados, fearing the Sucker Punch. But I go for Swords Dance. And I figured he's just going to try and go out with an Earthquake, which kills him obviously with a Sucker Punch. But I thought he would just hard switch. Now here he also makes a weird move. He goes into Espeon and sets up a Calm Mind. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just going to go for Play Rough and kill it. I don't know what he was thinking, but I just destroy it. But regardless, I really thought he would just hard switch. Now I'm going to speed it up because this Glide... Actually, no, I'm not yet. I'm going to go for Swords Dance, thinking he'd go for Protect, because I didn't know what Gliscor this was, but he goes for the Taunt after he goes for an Earthquake, which means this thing is the stupid stalling set, and I go for the Sucker Punch thinking he'd go for Earthquake, but he's got Substitute. Why would I assume that he would have one and not the other? So he has Substitute, and I'm in big trouble here. Now I make a really weird play. I go into P2, which makes sense, as he goes for the Earthquake, does absolutely nothing, and this is a mistake that I make. The mistake I make is I try to go for the Trick Room as he goes for the Taunt. Now, I thought he would be more fearful of this, but now that I look back on it, I really needed to break the sub, because I can't kill Gliscor. Nothing on my team kills Gliscor except Azumarill, and I have this Ice Beam here that will kill it, but I've just basically given him a free Toxic, which actually influences the match. I'm actually just going to speed this up and go through because there's not much to explain. Gliscor actually walls my entire team. And not entire team, but you see what I mean, right? I have Psyshock, I only have Ice Beam on this guy, and he can just keep going for Substitute. He's going to stall me out. I can recover, I can Ice Beam all I want. He's going to be faster, he's going to prevent me from going for Trick Rooms. I'm in a bit of a pickle. Now, the cool thing is I can go into Reuniclus if he doesn't taunt, and I can kind of take an Earthquake and go for Recover and stuff like this. But I find out that Psyshock breaks his sub, which I didn't expect, to be honest. So I would have did that earlier. I would have sent it in, broken it, and then I would have gone into P2. But the thing is, I go for Aqua Jet, and I really thought that'd do a lot more. But again, that's Mystic Water. Now, having said that, Expert Belt would have did the same amount. But again, I really underestimated Gliscor here. I don't know, like, Psyshock breaks it when it hits the defense, but Aqua Jet does very little damage. So maybe that's the same amount that Psyshock was doing, who knows. But the point is, I overestimate him. I should have gone for Earthquake here. Actually, no. I knew he was going to go for Sub, so I go for the Aqua Jet. But, you know, he could just switch out into Ferrothorn. I figured he would, so I'm actually going to make a double switch, or not make a double switch, I'm going to make a switch into my P2 to try and throw him off guard here as he goes for Leech Seed, but I get the special attack raise. So what I'm thinking is maybe I can abuse this a little bit and go for Ice Beam, but he's got me seeded, so what I'm going to do is send in Mega Mawile and take it. But then I also forget that if he's got Gyro Ball, he's probably running negative speed, and it turns out he's 0 speed IVs with Relaxed Nature, which essentially means that Trick Room has actually allowed his Ferrothorn to do a significant amount of damage to my team. So, I basically outplayed myself, in a sense, but, I mean, this would have been so much easier if I had just gone for the Ice Beam, like, 15 turns earlier, on the Sky Score before he had Toxic me. That would have put a lot of pressure on his team, and he would have had to bring in Ferrothorn earlier, and I would have had Reuniclus alive and stuff like that. It's just not looking good for me right now, obviously. So, yeah, sucks. Made a bad play, but I mean, hey, it's Christmas. I'm gonna get some presents. But that and C-Family, of course. But that was an excellent match, Mega Man 27. I hope you can keep gloating to yourself and thinking you're fantastic. Really, I couldn't care any less. But anyways, that was an excellent match. Comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. I will be working on content. I'm going to get my well, I keep saying this, so I'm just going to say it one more time. I'm getting myself motivated to play, but, of course, you know, we have comes and goes and stuff like that, but I appreciate you guys staying around, and, you know, we're actually having a few more people communicate, which is very nice to see. I'm very happy to see people talking just in comments and stuff like that, and giving me some feedback, which helps a lot, and, I mean, this is not the greatest battle to really give feedback on. Oh, you're such a great battler. I definitely wasn't. I messed up here, but still working with this team, and we'll get it working better. But thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy the rest of your days until I return with some awesome content, of course, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to please the audience, not to give them something boring like, today we have a battle between myself and this man named Jimmy. And Jimmy is going to use this, and I'm going to do this, and I tell you exactly what's going on. That's not my goal here, of course. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.